वेलकम टू दिस लेक्चर ऑन इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक इंडक्शन। इस लेक्चर में हमारा टॉपिक रहेगा म्यूचुअल इंडक्टेंस। द वर्ड म्यूचुअल मीन्स व्हेन सम इंटरेक्शन टेक्स प्लेस कि दो ऑब्जेक्ट्स आपस में एक दूसरे में एक प्रोसेस या एक इफेक्ट इंड्यूस करें, वी कॉल इट एज म्यूचुअल। जैसे अगर हम दो मासेस लेते हैं, एक मास जिसका वैल्यू m1 है, ये दूसरे मास के साथ इंटरेक्ट कर रहा है जिसका वैल्यू m2 है। यहां पर एक फोर्स एक्ट कर रहा है ऑन 2 ड्यू टू 1 और यहां पर एक फोर्स एक्ट कर रहा है ऑन 1 ड्यू टू 2। अगर ये दोनों फोर्सेस F12 और F21 को एग्जिस्ट करते हैं, साइमल्टेनियसली अकर करते हैं, वी से दैट अट्रैक्शन बिटवीन देम इज म्यूचुअल। सेम इज ट्रू कि अगर दो चार्जेस आपस में इंटरेक्ट करें तो अगर ये है वैल्यू Q1 चार्ज Q1, ये है चार्ज Q2, यहां पर एक फोर्स है which is acting on Q2 due to Q1, यहां पर एक फोर्स है which is acting on Q1 due to Q2, or if these two forces they coexist, that means they exist at the same time, we say that these two charges are mutually interacting with each other. So in either of these situations you have already seen that this force F12 is equal to minus F21, which indicates that the two forces are equal in magnitude but opposite in direction. In electric phenomena, जहां पर हम ऑलरेडी सेल्फ इंडक्टेंस की बात कर रहे हैं या सेल्फ इंडक्टेंस की बात हमने की है, उस सेल्फ इंडक्टेंस में हमने देखा दैट एक सर्किट में जैसे हम एक कॉइल्ड कंडक्टर के थ्रू एक चेंजिंग करंट पास करते हैं, से दैट करंट इज चेंजिंग एट द रेट ऑफ di/dt, तो इसमें सेल्फ इंडक्टेंस की वजह से जो L है एक सेल्फ इंडक्टेंस है, इसकी वजह से एक इंड्यूस्ड ईएमएफ प्रोड्यूस होता है। दैट इंड्यूस्ड ईएमएफ हैज ए मैग्नीट्यूड इक्वल टू L into di/dt। लेट्स रिप्लेस द सर्किट लाइक दिस कि अब हम दो नेबरिंग कॉइल्स की बात कर लेते हैं। ये हमारे पास एक नेबरिंग कॉइल है, कॉइल कंडक्टर तो ये जरूर है, एंड दिस नेबरिंग कॉइल हैज ए source of EMF in it, say it has a battery in it, और इसके नजदीक हमारे पास एक और कॉइल है which could be having different number of turns, और यहां अगर हम एक इंट्रोड्यूस करते हैं एक करंट मेजरिंग डिवाइस, that current measuring device will be a galvanometer like this. So this galvanometer and this is the source of EMF. What we see is कि जैसे हम इस स्विच को यहां ऑन करते हैं, ए चेंजिंग करंट इज इंट्रोड्यूस्ड इन द फर्स्ट कॉइल, जिस कॉइल को अब हम प्राइमरी का नाम देंगे। प्राइमरी हियर मींस कि पहला जो इसमें कोई इफेक्ट कॉज होगा, दैट कॉज विल बी प्रोड्यूस्ड इन द प्राइमरी एंड इफेक्ट विल बी सीन इन द सेकेंडरी। तो इस कॉइल को अब हम सेकेंडरी का नाम देंगे। और हमने क्या देखा कि द मोमेंट वी इंट्रोड्यूस ए की or switch into this, we see a current has started passing through the coil, and this current is a growing current or an increasing current. A deflection occurs in this coil. Why? Because the magnetic field which was growing in this coil in the primary got linked to the secondary, and this red dotted line shows a linkage between the two. The word linkage here indicates कि कई बार ऐसा हो सकता है कि प्राइमरी में मैग्नेटिक लाइन तो बन रही है, मैग्नेटिक फील्ड प्रोड्यूस हो रहा है, लेकिन वो एक सेकेंडरी कॉइल तक नहीं पहुंच पा रहा। मे बी द डिस्टेंस बिटवीन देम इज वेरी लार्ज, या इनकी जो ये ओरिएंटेशन हमने बना के रखी है, इस ओरिएंटेशन के बदले में हमने इनको ऐसे रखा है। सो इन दैट केस दिस फिनोमिनन विल नॉट बी प्रोनाउंसली सीन, और यहां जिस तरह की ओरिएंटेशन हमने रखी है, इस ओरिएंटेशन में हम क्या देख रहे हैं? हम ये देख रहे हैं कि अगर ये सेकेंडरी कॉइल है, दिस सेकेंडरी कॉइल हैज n2 number of turns, and the magnetic flux linked with each coil is phi2. Now this becomes the total magnetic flux with the secondary, so I'll call it sometimes as phi total for the secondary. This magnetic flux is rising because the current here is changing, and we will see that this changing current in the primary has induced an EMF in the secondary. और you will see कि जो ये मैग्नेटिक फ्लक्स है जो सेकेंडरी तक पहुंच रहा है इसका एक्चुअल कॉज प्राइमरी है। यहां इन दो के बीच में कोई इलेक्ट्रिकल कनेक्शन नहीं है। दैट मीन्स द करंट इज नॉट लीकिंग फ्रॉम प्राइमरी इनटू द सेकेंडरी। नो, प्राइमरी यू विल सी इज नाइसली इंसुलेटेड फ्रॉम द सेकेंडरी। इसको हमने इंसुलेट करके रखा। However, we are not stopping the magnetic flux or magnetic lines to go from primary to secondary. तो जब हम प्रैक्टिस में ये डिवाइस कभी बनाने की बात करें, हम जो कॉपर वायर है, जो ये वायर है या ये वायर है, ये हम इंसुलेटेड कॉपर वायर यूज करेंगे। इंसुलेटेड का मतलब होगा कि कॉपर वायर के ऊपर एक वार्निश पेंट किया जाता है, वार्निश लगाया जाता है, सो दैट करंट डज नॉट लीक फ्रॉम दिस इनटू दिस। और बाद में अगर हम इस पर एक कोर भी इस्तेमाल करें, विच विल बी ए फेरोमैग्नेटिक मटेरियल और ए फेरोमैग्नेटिक रॉड, दैट अगेन विल नॉट रिसीव द करंट फ्रॉम द कॉइल। द करंट इज प्रिजर्व्ड वेल इनसाइड द कॉइल एंड द कॉइल इज electrically insulated from the core and from the other coil which is present in its neighborhood. As we saw in case of self-inductance, that there is a coefficient of self-inductance. That coefficient of self-inductance we express like this, that N times phi, which is total magnetic flux linked with the coiled conductor because of itself, is equal to Li. So this is the proportionality between the two. So this N phi will be proportional to I. Then we remove this constant of proportionality and introduce the coefficient of self-inductance L. Here we have similarly that if I take this magnetic flux N2 phi 2, or I call it as phi total, ये phi total कहाँ act कर रहा है? ये secondary में exist कर रहा है. So S stands for secondary. So I see that this phi S is directly proportional to this magnetic flux in the secondary is directly proportional to current in the primary. Current in the primary, I can call it as IP. So P stands for primary, S stands for secondary. Now if I go by the same formula जैसे हमने constant of proportionality introduce किया self inductance के केस में, I can do it here also. So I can say that this phi S, which is the magnetic flux in the secondary, is equal to, अब मैं इस constant of proportionality को remove कर रहा हूं, so is equal to the number, is equal to the coefficient of mutual inductance M multiplied by IP. M here we have introduced as a constant which is going to depend on certain parameters, and those parameters we will see with the passage of time वो क्या क्या होंगे. Now what I see is that this phi S, which is the magnetic flux in the secondary, is equal to M into IP. तो मैं Faraday Lenz law use करके अब induced EMF लिख सकता हूं कि what will be induced EMF in the secondary. ES stands for induced EMF in the secondary. That will be equal to minus d over dt of phi S. So this you will agree कि induced EMF is equal to minus d over dt of magnetic flux. अब जो phi S है, it is already equal to M into IP. So I have induced EMF in the secondary is minus d over dt into जो phi S है, इसकी जगह मैं M into IP लिखता हूं. IP is current which is present in the primary, or I can write this equation that the EMF in the secondary is minus M into d over dt of IP. What this equation says, it says that it is possible for the two neighboring coils arranged in this manner to have an EMF in the secondary coil. EMF is present in the secondary coil due to a current which is changing in the primary coil. This is mutual inductance. So mutual inductance is the property by virtue of which a current changing in the primary or a current change in the primary induces an EMF in the neighboring coil, that is secondary coil. And how strong will be this EMF which will be introduced in the secondary due to change of current in the primary will depend on the value of M. M is the coefficient of mutual inductance between the two coils. It could also have been the vice versa. Vice versa means that it could also have been that an induced EMF is present in the primary due to a changing current in the secondary. So for the simplest initially, we will consider only one, but the word mutual must have this meaning कि जो एक करंट की चेंज से नेबरिंग कॉइल में फिनोमेनन राइज करता है उसका कन्वर्स भी सही हो सकता है. So the word mutual has to be respected. This is what we call as mutual. तो हमने शुरू किया. We took an example from gravitational field और electric field जहां पर एक चार्ज दूसरे के साथ जब इंटरेक्ट करता है तो दोनों वहां पर एक दूसरे पर बराबर बराबर हावी हो जाते हैं. So in that sense you can always think of the primary and secondary as two entities which can be interchanged. Obviously once you move this battery from here to here, this galvanometer from here to here, so you'll have to work with the number of turns in the primary, N1 or N2 in the secondary. So that is something minor, or this is something which we can later on take up during the problems. अब यहाँ देखें कि जो म्यूचुअल इंडक्टेंस है इसका यूनिट वही है जो यूनिट सेल्फ इंडक्टेंस का था. So if we see that mutual inductance है क्या असल में, this mutual inductance M is equal to ES divided by D over dt of IP. तो आप देखेंगे कि अगर मैं इसको डिफाइन करूं, I can say that a mutual inductance between two coils is equal to 1 Henry. So Henry is volt divided by ampere per second, or it is volt into second divided by ampere. So this will be volt. Volt is the unit of EMF. जब ये dt आप second लिखते हो, it will go to the numerator divided by ampere. So this is 1 Henry. 1 Henry equal to 1 volt into 1 second divided by 1 ampere. So two coils will have a mutual inductance of 1 Henry if an EMF is induced in the second coil which is equal to 1 volt when the rate of change of current in the first coil, that is primary coil, is 1 ampere per second. So some small modifications here and there you have. If you have mastered the concept of self-inductance, this should not be any challenge to you. We next go to find out that what are the parameters which determine the mutual inductance. देखिए, as usual we saw that self-inductance depends on the size of the conductor. It depends on the core, that means medium, which is being used as core inside the material or inside the coil, and then it also depends on the number of turns per unit length. The same three factors are here also effective, except for one more factor. उस factor को आप देख लें कि how we have the three orientation of the coils. देखिए, ये हमारे पास एक प्राइमरी है, इसको मैंने दूसरे कॉइल के सामने, सेकेंडरी के सामने ऐसे रखा हुआ है. Then this is the primary and I have placed it with respect to secondary in this manner. This is the secondary. तो जो red coil है, it is the secondary. Here also I can show secondary in a different color. So this is secondary here like this. And then I have the primary. This is the primary coil and this is the secondary coil. A very logical question which arises now, where do you expect that mutual inductance is going to be the maximum? You will agree with me कि यहाँ पर जो प्राइमरी से एक मैग्नेटिक फ्लक्स चलता है वो सारा का सारा सेकेंडरी के साथ लिंक हो रहा है. We use a term coupling here. So in this case the coupling would be maximum because primary or secondary are so oriented together that whatever magnetic flux is linked with the primary gets linked with the secondary as well. लेकिन यहाँ पर हमने इनको थोड़ा डिस्टेंस अपार्ट किया है. So we have moved this away. We can expect that still the mutual inductance is not bad, but it may not be as strong as this. It may be slightly weaker. But what we see here is कि जो इसका मैग्नेटिक फ्लक्स है, दैट मैग्नेटिक फ्लक्स इज नॉट गेटिंग लिंक्ड विद द सेकेंडरी एट ऑल। तो जो ये रेड वायर है जिसको हमने सेकेंडरी कहा, उसकी ओरिएंटेशन प्राइमरी के लिहाज से उसके परपेंडिकुलर है। तो यहां पर ये एक ही एक्सिस पर है, यहां पर स्लाइटली डिस्टेंट है। एंड वी कुड आल्सो थिंक ऑफ अनदर ओरिएंटेशन लाइक दिस कि अगर ये प्राइमरी है और ये सेकेंडरी है, ये सेकेंडरी है, सो देयर विल बी सम काइंड ऑफ एसोसिएशन लाइक दिस। तो इनमें आप देखेंगे कि व्हाट इज नाउ गोइंग टू बी सिग्निफिकेंट इज दैट व्हाट इज द नेचर ऑफ कपलिंग बिटवीन द प्राइमरी एंड द सेकेंडरी। जहां पर कपलिंग स्ट्रांग होगी वहां पर मैक्सिमम म्यूचुअल इंडक्टेंस होगी, जहां पर कपलिंग वीक होगी वहां पर एक मिनिमम म्यूचुअल इंडक्टेंस होगी। सो इन दैट सेंस वी हैव ए वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पैरामीटर अदर देन दोज जो आपने सेल्फ इंडक्टेंस को देखा कि उसको कंट्रोल करते हैं, लाइक कोर, द साइज, एरिया, द नंबर ऑफ टर्न्स पर यूनिट लेंथ, वो सब चीजें। बट बिसाइड्स दैट द ओरिएंटेशन ऑफ द टू कॉइल्स बिकम सिग्निफिकेंट, and that orientation should also be taken with the distance between them कि उनके बीच में क्या distance है और उनका orientation आपस का कैसे है। That will also determine the amount of mutual inductance between the two coils. Now this concept is going to be further utilized in a transformer, in the working of a transformer, where we think of alternating currents being used in place of the DC, and that becomes one of the important applications of this concept. As you see in this diagram now, हम coefficient of mutual inductance को कुछ इस तरह से relate कर सकते हैं with, अगर इस कॉइल की अपनी सेल्फ इंडक्टेंस L1 है, इसकी जो अपनी सेल्फ इंडक्टेंस है वो है L2, और L1 और L2 आपको याद है that this L which we write as mu r into mu naught into n square into a divided by L, तो इन फैक्टर्स पर L1 और L2 डिपेंड करेंगे। हाउ वी कैन एक्सप्रेस नाउ द म्यूचुअल इंडक्टेंस बिटवीन दीज टू कॉइल्स हैविंग द सेल्फ इंडक्टेंस L1 एंड L2 इज K into under root of L1 into L2. अब यहां जो K है, this K is called as coupling constant. मैंने जैसे कहा कि besides the factors which determine the coefficient of self-inductance, which includes the core, which includes the size of the coil, which includes number of turns per unit length, we have something more to it. That something more to it is given by K. And this K, which is called as coupling constant, will depend on, ये जो K का dependence है, it will depend on the orientation of the two coils with respect to each other. और आप देखें कि इस केस में आप देखेंगे कि the orientation of primary and secondary, this is primary and secondary, is such that the coupling is maximum. In other words, the mutual inductance in this case will be maximum, and we say that K is equal to 1 in this case, and 1 means कि 100% of the magnetic lines which leave the primary are linked to the secondary. अब अगर आप देखते हैं कि किसी ओरिएंटेशन में जो नंबर ऑफ मैग्नेटिक लाइंस है जो प्राइमरी से निकलती हैं और सेकेंडरी की तरफ जाती हैं और सिर्फ 50% पहुंच जाती हैं, then K is equal to 0.5. If you see that none of the magnetic lines which start from primary are able to get linked with the secondary, none, that means K is equal to 0. So in these orientations you will see that this is maximum coupling. This one will be the minimum coupling, minimum. Why minimum? Because the magnetic lines are not able to link from primary to secondary, and these two will be the intermediate value. Intermediate value means that they can lie anywhere between 0 and 1. So if K is greater than 0 but less than 1, you will see that here it could be a value of minimum, that is 0. Here it is maximum. Here it could be something like 0.7, 0.8, 0.5 and so on. So that way we have the role of orientation significant in determining the mutual inductance of two coils. As I said that we will facilitate sometimes the transfer of magnetic flux from one coil to another coil. हम facilitate करेंगे, और किस तरह से facilitate करेंगे वो एक बड़ा important device हमारे पास है. That device I have named earlier is a transformer, जो एक एसी सर्किट्स में बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट रोल प्ले करता है, और इस डिवाइस में हम फैसिलिटेट करेंगे मैग्नेटिक फ्लक्स का जाना फ्रॉम प्राइमरी टू सेकेंडरी विद द हेल्प ऑफ ए कोर. सो एन आउटलाइन ऑफ द डिवाइस वुड लुक लाइक दिस, कि ये अगर हमारे पास एक कोर है, कोर इज ए सेट ऑफ फेरोमैग्नेटिक रिंग्स. सो दीज आर फेरोमैग्नेटिक रिंग्स. ये इसकी दो आर्म्स है. दिस इज ऑल सॉफ्ट आयरन फॉर एग्जाम्पल. तो यहां पर हमने इस तरह से प्राइमरी को इस पर कनेक्ट किया है विद NP और N1 नंबर ऑफ टर्न्स, और ये सेकेंडरी है विद N2 और NS नंबर ऑफ टर्न्स. NS is the number of turns, NP is the number of turns here, or we are facilitating the passage of magnetic flux along the red dotted line from primary to secondary, so that they are nicely coupled and we don't want to lose the magnetic flux as it goes from primary to secondary. Transformer as a device, its working, its construction and its utility or applications will be a different topic here. After we study the alternating currents, we will use the knowledge of alternating currents for understanding that how a transformer becomes an important device in case of the alternating current circuits. So in this lecture you have learned that the property of self-inductance, which is associated with a single conductor, can be extended to two conductors. अगर हम एक कॉइल लें कॉल्ड प्राइमरी, उसके नेबरहुड में एक और कॉइल रखें कॉल्ड सेकेंडरी, तो फिनोमिनन वैसा ही होगा. बट द ओनली चेंज इज दैट वट एवर चेंज ऑफ करंट टेक्स प्लेस इन द प्राइमरी, द induced EMF is seen in the secondary, or the vice versa, that if a change in current is present in the secondary, an induced EMF will be present in the primary, and that is because of mutual inductance. So mutual inductance is the property by virtue of which we can see that an induced EMF is present in the secondary coil due to a change in current in the primary coil, and induced EMF in the secondary coil ES is equal to minus M. M is coefficient of mutual inductance into d over dt of IP. IP is the current in the primary. The unit and dimensions remain same. You can work out the dimensional formula of coefficient of mutual inductance, which will be same as that of self-inductance, and the formula for mutual inductance is Henry, which is same as self-inductance. However, in addition to the factors which control the self-inductance of a coil, we have orientation playing a very important role for deciding the mutual inductance, for which you have seen the coupling constant K, which represents that how the two coils are oriented with respect to each other. Now we derive expression for the mutual inductance of two solenoids, the way we have seen self-inductance of a single solenoid. तो हम देखें कि how the mutual inductance of two solenoids will be like. Imagine कि मेरे पास एक solenoid है, I call it as a solenoid S1. S1. इस S1 के थ्रू हमने एक source of current connect किया हुआ है, that is passing a current through this S1, and this is current I1 through it. This I1. I have tied another solenoid जिसको मैं S2 कह देता हूं, and that S2 मैंने इसके साथ इस तरह से tie up किया है so that the coupling between the two is maximum. So here is the solenoid S2 which is coupled with this so that there is maximum coupling between the two. और अगर ये length L है इन दो solenoids का, I have that actual source of current is connected to S1, और जो उस करंट की वजह से मैग्नेटिक फ्लक्स प्रोड्यूस हो रहा है वो सारा का सारा मैग्नेटिक फ्लक्स हमने लिंक किया है S2 के साथ. तो एज यूजुअल अगर आप देखो that what is the value of magnetic field B1 produced in solenoid S1, it would be equal to mu 0 n I, which I can write as mu 0 n की जगह, इसकी जगह मैं n, इसको मैं फर्स्ट सोलेनॉइड को अगर प्राइमरी कहूं या n1 कह दूं, so it is mu 0 n1 divided by L. This is number of turns per unit length multiplied by I1. I1 is the current passing through the primary or the first solenoid. अब चूंकि फर्स्ट सोलेनॉइड एक्ट कर रहा है एज द प्राइमरी और सेकंड सोलेनॉइड एक्ट कर रहा है एज सेकेंडरी, तो जो मैं म्यूचुअल इंडक्टेंस यहां पर कैलकुलेट करता हूं, दैट इज म्यूचुअल इंडक्टेंस ऑफ S2 with respect to S1, which I will denote by M21. That is mutual inductance when S2 is a secondary and S1 is the primary is M21. Mutual inductance हमने देखा that this mutual inductance M would be equal to, so as we have the case of say self-inductance, so it will be M into I1 is equal to, that means mutual inductance into I1. I1 is the primary is equal to, so M into I1 would be equal to N2 phi 2. So आप देखेंगे कि जो N2 phi 2 है, it is the magnetic flux associated with the secondary. Secondary is S2. That magnetic flux is arising because of the primary current, that is I1. तो इसको हम लिख रहे हैं that N2 phi 2 becomes directly proportional to I1. I have removed that direct proportionality, so N2 phi 2 becomes equal to M into I1. अब यहां पर जो M21 है, that M21 I denote as M21 would be equal to N2 phi 2 divided by I1. What is now N2? What is now N2 divided by I1? What is phi 2? Now phi 2 is the magnetic flux associated with the secondary, and that magnetic flux, you will see that magnetic flux associated with the secondary is same as the magnetic flux जो सेकेंडरी के साथ मैग्नेटिक फ्लक्स एसोसिएट हो रहा है, दैट इज सेम एज द मैग्नेटिक फ्लक्स प्रोड्यूस्ड बाय द प्राइमरी. सो यहां पर मैं लिख रहा हूं दैट दिस वुड बी द मैग्नेटिक फ्लक्स प्रोड्यूस्ड बाय द प्राइमरी, मैग्नेटिक फ्लक्स प्रोड्यूस्ड बाय S1. S1 is primary, so this would be N2 into. Now what is magnetic flux produced by S1? That magnetic flux is B1 multiplied by A, B1 multiplied by A divided by I1. Now what is B1? B1 is this, so B1 is equal to mu 0 N1 by L into I1. So I have here N2 divided by I1 multiplied by B1 की जगह देखें, we write mu 0 N1 divided by L, mu 0 N1 divided by L multiplied by I1, right? और ये आपके पास जो A है, that A continues to be there, that is A. Next is we have mu 0 N1 into N2, mu 0 N1 into N2, I1 gets cancelled into A divided by, so we have mu 0 N1 into N2 into A divided by L. This is the mutual inductance of secondary or second solenoid S2 with respect to first solenoid S1. You can also produce the mutual inductance of first solenoid with respect to second. Maybe the expression is not going to change. That way these two will seem to be a phenomenon which will coexist. अब यहां पर देखें आप कि जो ये म्यू 0 है, ये इंडिकेट करता है कि जब हमने दोनों सोलेनॉइड्स आपस में एक दूसरे के ऊपर टाई कर दिए, द इनर कोर वाज समथिंग लाइक दिस हॉलो रिंग. इट वाज समथिंग लाइक दिस हॉलो रिंग. इट वाज द एयर एक्चुअली. तो इसके ऊपर आपने सोलेनॉइड S1 भी बांध दिया लाइक दिस, और इसी के ऊपर आपने S2 भी बांध दिया. मगर अगर मैं इस इनर कोर को, दैट इज एयर को, एक ऐसे मटेरियल से भर दूं जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल आयरन हो या कोई और फेरोमैग्नेटिक मटेरियल, देन another factor which will get multiplied here will be that you will have M21 then equal to, so you will see that M21 is equal to mu r multiplied by mu naught, it becomes relative permeability of the ferromagnetic material which we are using, N1 into N2 into A divided by L. So again you see that the mutual inductance between two solenoids depends on the medium, it depends on the number of turns in the first, number of turns in the second, the area of each, that means the size of the assembly, and the length over which they are covered. We have not still touched here about K. अब K का रोल कब आएगा कि अगर मैंने इन दो सोलेनॉइड्स को ऐसे रखा that I am not assembling them, जैसे मैंने अभी दिखाया कि एक दूसरे के ऊपर टाइड हैं, एक को मैंने ऐसे रखा और दूसरे को ऐसे रखा, like for example like this, तो अब इसमें K का रोल आ जाएगा. That means the mutual inductance will be then destroyed or retained by K, because you will see that mutual inductance will be K into under root of L1 into L2. तो इसका ख्याल रखें that we have taken here such an orientation of the two solenoids so that the value of K is at its maximum or at the highest. तो देखें expression में आप देख रहे हैं that this expression would have been for a self single solenoid, it would have been mu r into mu 0 into n square into A by L, because in that case we think N1 and N2 become equal, but here it is the product of N1 and N2 which you see occurring in the expression. So this is about the mutual inductance of two long solenoids arranged over each other or tied on the same axis. Thank you.